In this video, we are going to understand how to send document URL on WhatsApp by online live support for new Google Forms response. So here my objective is that every time a new response is registered through Google Forms or any other form builder application, then I should be able to send a message along with the document URL to the admin. Now how can that happen? For this we will have to integrate these two applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here your trigger application will be Google Forms and your action application will be WhatsApp by online live support. Now how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let's begin. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and here we have reached the landing page. Now on the right hand side we have two options, sign in and sign up. Since I am an existing user, I'm simply going to click on sign in. If you are the new user, you can sign up. It's not going to take more than 2 minutes. Now we have reached all applications page, and these are the various products of Pabbly. So we are going to click on access now for Pabbly Connect. As we do that, we have reached the dashboard. On the right hand side there is a tab create workflow. Let's click on this, and a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Now here my objective is to send WhatsApp messages by online live support for new Google Forms response. So let's say that I have this online course and I want all the students who are trying to enroll for this online course, they should share their documents when they are submitting the form. And the moment they submit their documents, then the link of that document should be shared with the admin. So I'm going to click on create. And now as I do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, action says do this. Basically, action here is the response of your trigger application. Now as per this integration, my trigger application will be Google Forms. Let's click on this. And now comes the trigger event. So this is the event that is going to make this workflow run. So here it would be new response received. Now here you can see that we have received a webhook URL which is going to act as a bridge for connecting Pabbly Connect and Google Forms. So I'm going to copy this, and now we have to follow the following help desk. So please read this carefully. Let me show you exactly what you have to do. So this is my Google Forms account, and you can create your own form by clicking on this blank icon. I already have created a form. The name is enrollment form, and these are the following fields: first name, last name, email address, contact number, and upload your file here. Now what you have to do is you have to go to the last field that you have created here, and here you can see that this is the required field which has been toggled towards the right, which means that this is turned on. Now this step is a must. Why? Because every time the form is filled, the moment this last field is filled by the user, then automatically the response would be generated and shared with Pabbly Connect. So now I'm going to go to responses, and here you have 3 dots. Let's click on this and select destination for responses. Now here we have got two options: create a new spreadsheet and select existing spreadsheet. So here I'm going to go ahead with the first option. Let's click on create. Now here you can see that the spreadsheet has been linked. So we are going to view this in sheets. And you can see that all the fields which were there in my form are now a part of this Google Sheet. I'm going to quickly format this so that this is absolutely clear and visible to you. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we are going to take you back to the form, and here I'm going to preview the form. And now let's fill up this form. So let's say the first name here is dummy, the last name is new, then we have the email address dummynew@pabblytudes.com, then we have the contact number, so I'm writing 91, which is the code, and then the number. Now we have to upload the file. So as I click on this, let's browse, and here I'm going to upload this PHP course PDF file. Now this has been uploaded, so I'm going to click on submit. So as I do that, here you can see that the form has been submitted. So I'm going to take you back to the Google Sheet now, and you can see that the information is now a part of the sheet, right? Now we have to integrate this particular sheet with Pabbly Connect. To do so, we have to go to extensions, go to add-ons, get add-ons, And here you have reached Google Workspace Marketplace. So here you have to look for Pabbly Connect webhooks. Let's click on this and you can see that this has already been installed on my system. So if this is not yet installed on your system, please do the same and then close this window and do not forget to refresh the page. This is absolutely important. Once you have done that, we are going to go to extensions once again and here you would be able to see Pabbly Connect webhooks. Let's go to initial setup. Now here you can see that the sheet has already been selected by the system. Next we have to enter the webhook URL. So this webhook URL that we have just received through Pabbly Connect, we are going to quickly paste this here. Next is the trigger column. Now the trigger column is the final data column where the data is added. And as per this sheet, the final data column is column F. So I'm going to mention F here, click on submit. And here you can see that the configuration is all set. Let's click on send test. And the test data has been sent successfully. Now we want that every time a form is filled, the response should be received here and then it should be connected with Pabbly Connect. To make sure that this happens, we have to go to extensions, Pabbly Connect webhooks, and here you can see send on event. As you click on this, you would be able to see a tick mark right in front, which will ensure the same. So let me show you how it is going to look. This is how it is going to look. Okay. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect and here we can see that we have received the API response. So this here is the file URL. Then this is the trigger column, timestamp, spreadsheet name ID, sheet name, sheet ID, row index, last name, first name, email address and contact number. Now, once we have received this response, I want to send a message on WhatsApp to the admin sharing the document link. So I'm going to go down, click on this action step here, and here I'm going to look for online live support, WhatsApp by online live support. Now here the action event would be to send document URL. Let's click on connect. So here you can see that Pabbly Connect wants to connect itself with WhatsApp by online live support account. So we are going to select add new connection. Now to set up this connection, we need a session ID. Now from where can we get this session ID? For this, I'm going to take you to WhatsApp setup, online live support. And here I'm going to click on create new session. Now here you can see that we have received a QR code. So what we have to do is the mobile number with which you want to send these messages should scan this QR code. So let me do the same. And once you have done that, then you're supposed to take the session ID from the address bar. So here this number from 3 is the session ID. So I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this over here. Let's click on save. And as we do that, here we can see that WhatsApp by online live support is connected with Pabbly Connect. Now here we have to enter this information. First of all, the phone number and then the document URL. So the phone number that we are supposed to enter is that of the admin. So here I'm going to enter the phone number manually because this information is not going to change. Okay, and then we have to enter the document URL. Now I'm going to map this information. How? As I click on this, you can see the previous step and this here is the document URL. So the method with which I have added the information here is known as mapping, and it is important so that every time the workflow runs, it can take the new data into consideration. Had I written this manually, then even when my workflow was running for the nth time, it would have taken the same link. To avoid that, we map the value. Let's click on save and send test request. And as we do that, here we can see that we have received the API response, according to which now a message must be received by the admin on WhatsApp. Let's go and check the same. And yes, here you can see this is the document URL that we have just received. So this means that our integration is a success, but we also need to check the same in real time. So I'm going to take you back to Google Form and here I'm going to submit another response. This time, let's say the first name is new, then the last name here is demo. Then we have the email address which is newdemo@pabblytudes.com. Then we have the contact number and now I'm going to upload the file. So I'm again going to click on browse and this time I'm going to choose another file and submit. And as I do that, here you can see that the response has been submitted. Now what should happen? Automatically I should receive a message on WhatsApp. Let's go and check the same. And yes, here we can see that we have received the file. So this means that our integration is a success. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to understand what we have done. So here our trigger application is Google Forms, where the event is new response received, and our action application is WhatsApp by online live support, where the event is send document URL. So I hope that this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us.
Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.